Farmers issues all over India in against for the BJP government. What
They are not against BJP government. Who told you? They are they are agitating for their problems. In Karnataka they are agitating. Karnataka BJP government is there. Punjab they are agitating. BJP government is there. Himachal they are agitating. BJP government is there. Tamil Nadu they are agitating. BJP government is there. What is this? This farmers' problem is not a sudden problem or 1 year problem or one state problem. It's a problem all over the country because agriculture has been neglected by the people who ruled the country for more than 50 years. They did not take adequate long-term measures. Agriculture is becoming unviable. So we have to take long-term measures. What are the long-term measures? Creating godowns, creating cold storage, creating refrigerator van system, creating National Agriculture Market so that the farmers know what is available where they get good price. Then also creating rural roads, then reaching electricity, then reaching water, and then introducing crop insurance, and also providing money for the ongoing irrigation projects. All these things are done by Narendra Modi. 50,000 crores Pradhana Mantri Sinchai Yojana irrigation program sanctioned. Insurance scheme, lowest premium, highest compensation introduced by Modi government. Soil health card introduced by Modi government. And then NAM, National Agriculture Market, introduced by Modi government. And then 10 lakh crores rural credit enhanced by Modi government. Interest subvention enhanced by Modi government. And also in various states, state governments are taking steps because agriculture again state subject, which crop, where, etc. The state knows better. State and center has to work together. The Congress and other parties which supported Congress, they have ruled the country for 50 years. And now they are trying to blame Modi government. Where is the Modi government in this? I am not able to understand. Modi government has done its best, taking short-term as well as long-term measures also. MSP, minimum support price, increased manyfold after this government came. So that and prices comparatively because have come down because of more production. In Madhya Pradesh before Shivraj Singh Chauhan became Chief Minister, 7.5 lakh hectares irrigation. Today, 40 lakh hectares irrigation because he has reached water. He has connected rivers also. Then he has also taken 4,500 crores. He has written off the farmers' electricity bill. Then he has also introduced zero interest for the farming credit. Zero interest. If you pay on time, zero interest. Only principal has to be made. And then seed, he made it available. And then Madhya Pradesh is one state where the agriculture growth is 20% for last 5 years. They have put some 13 demands. He has agreed 11 demands. In between, this incident happened. Any incident where farmers, they lose their life, it is very sad, it is condemnable. That's why Chief Minister shifted collector, shifted superintendent of police of the 3 districts, and he has ordered a judicial inquiry. Let the truth come. Now suddenly Congress leaders, they go like a pilgrimage, and then they want to defy, and then they don't follow traffic rules. The Congress leader goes on a scooter with 3 people, not allowed. You are supposed to wear a headgear, not done. No rule, because he is a leader, he has no rule whatsoever. He should be a model and ideal to people. A leader should be a model and ideal to people. Leader himself violates. Then I have a question directly, many of you may not be knowing. In the same Madhya Pradesh, when Congress was in power in 1998, January 12th, in Multan village, in Betul district, Shadol division, there was a firing on farmers. 24 farmers died on the spot. 150 farmers injured. No Rahul Gandhi, no Sonia Gandhi, no communist leader visited that place. 24 farmers died, no problem. Here, 5 farmers died, very unfortunate. Chief Minister announced 1 crore compensation to the family. And then judicial inquiry is ordered. And Congress party says, no, you are firing on farmers. When you did it, no problem. Nandigram in Bengal, there was a firing, 7 people died. I have number of instances like this. Even one farmer dies or one ordinary person dies. It's a very sad thing, very sorry for that. One has to take long-term as well as short-term measures, and our government is doing its best. Loan waiver is a state issue. UP government have done it, and then Andhra government have done it. Telangana government have done it. Now Maharashtra government is going to do it. Depending on the finance of the state, every state can do. If Tamil Nadu government also want to do, they can do depending on the finances that are available. But these parties which has ruled the country, either the Congress or the DMK or the Communists, they were together. They were responsible for neglecting agriculture, and they have no moral right to criticize. I only appeal to all political parties, don't politicize the farmers' issue, because the issue will be lost and there will be political controversy, which has already started in Madhya Pradesh. This is what I want to. I can tell you the best chief minister who is a pro-farmer, pro-village in the country. I can give you, I'm writing an article to come tomorrow. In the entire country, 20% agriculture growth, no other state, including Tamil Nadu, including my Andhra Pradesh or any state. National average is 4. Madhya Pradesh is 20%. Now the problem is of plenty, more production and less marketing. That's one. Secondly, he has given 0% interest. No other state is giving, including some of my BJP states. 0% interest for the agriculture credit. Third, 10 hours assured power supply. Fourth, he has added 1 lakh kilometers of rural road connectivity. And then he has also formed a stabilization fund for the farmers. And he has given 200 rupees per quintal bonus. Nowhere in other except Chhattisgarh, no other state has given. How can you say? Only point is, this should have been avoided. The local officers, I don't know why, in spite of provocation, you have seen 27 vehicles were torched, set on fire. TV, it's there on TV. And then policemen were attacked. They were also pelted stones and all. So in such a situation, this happened. I am not justifying, because a judicial inquiry is ordered. Let us see what is going to be the result. And Congress party jumping the gun. Wherever there is some issue, Congress Vice President goes there for a photo opportunity. Why he has not gone to Karnataka, where there is serious agriculture situation? Why he has not gone to other places whenever something goes wrong? Only just whenever there something happens, come for a photo opportunity, have publicity, forget Kalavati next day. He went to one Kalavati. Afterwards, she forgot her. He came to Hyderabad University. 10 people committed suicide. He went only once. Jawaharlal Nehru University. He went to express solidarity with Afzal Guru. So you have sympathy for Afzal Guru. You have sympathy for Yaqub Memon. You have sympathy for Makbul Bhatt. And then you people, you cut down a cow, eat the cow meat in front of everybody. You want to insult the sentiments of the people. And you go on doing negative propaganda. They are saying there is a ban on cattle. There is no ban. Kerala High Court asked, where is the ban? Nobody was able to say. The matter is there, being inquired even by Tamil Nadu, Madurai High Court also. Then second thing is, whenever something comes, they will create something. Before Delhi election, attack on churches. Afterwards, no attack nowhere in the country. That issue is gone. Then before UP election, attack on Dalits. That Dadri incident. Then Yatra there. After that, they have forgotten that. And then before Jharkhand election, some conversion issue here and there. Then afterwards, that issue ends. Now, because government is celebrating 3 years of its good performance, Modi, after 3 years, is the most popular Prime Minister in India, according to all the surveys. And these people, they are frustrated. They don't have any agenda except hate Modi campaign. They meet everywhere, and then they try to condemn Modi, which is against the reality of the situation. They don't have future. They are frustrated. They are disgruntled. They cannot have a so-called Mahagathbandhan also, because it's impossible. Kerala, Congress and Communists are fighting together, fighting against each other. And cooperation in Delhi. And Bengal, Congress, CPM, Trinamool are fighting against each other. And then cooperation in Delhi. Cooperation in Delhi, operation in Bengal, separation in Kerala is not going to help them. This will be, the opposition front will be a total failure. They have no leader who is acceptable to anybody. No leader is acceptable to other party. That being the case, it's like a mirage. Opposition unity is a mirage.
Sir, are you suggesting that Congress is behind the violence in Mandsaur, sir?
Let us wait for the inquiry. Congress is trying to escalate the violence. That's what I'm saying. They are trying to escalate the violence without waiting for the inquiry to be completed.
The president election candidate, when do you think chances to
No, BJP is not going to announce candidate. NDA will discuss it. We'll discuss with other parties also. To the extent possible, we want the president election to be unanimous. It will be good for the country if the election is by consensus. If all parties come together, fine. Otherwise, NDA, by and large, we have a majority. We also have support of well-meaning parties, and I am sure that president election will be a smooth affair.
Sir, ADMK, there are only 2 factions. Now there seems to be 3 factions. So,
What can I do?
No,
We do not belong to any faction.
The news is that BJP is behind all this,
3 factions, huh?
trifurcation of the ADMK.
So we are behind all the 3. Then we are also behind DMK. Then we are also behind MDMK. Then we are also behind PMK. What is this? I am not able to understand. What is happening in that party is their internal affair. We have no role. We only said, I gave a statement, I myself, remembering Madam Jayalalitha ji, keep her in memory, be together, work together, and deliver the promises that were made by Amma in the last election. That is our wish. That is the wish of the people of Tamil Nadu. They want whatever has been promised to them, they should be fulfilled. It is for these three groups or one group, I don't know, whatever it is. They should really remember that they were able to come to power because of Madam Jayalalitha. They should really respect her memory and fulfill the promises made by Jayalalitha by staying together. Whether they stay together or they fell apart, it is their choice. The central government or the BJP has no role whatsoever.